It's 11 p.m. You tell yourself, just 5 minutes, and an hour later, you're still scrolling. Your thumb is literally numb, your eyes are on fire, and your brain is buzzing with this insane mix of anxiety and anger. You feel completely drained, maybe even a little hopeless. If you are sick and tired of your phone stealing your life, you've come to the right video. I'm not going to tell you to just delete your apps. That's basically impossible. Instead, I'm going to show you simple, powerful habit swaps that actually feel good and put you back in control. First, let's get one thing straight. If you get stuck scrolling for hours, it is not your fault. It's not a lack of willpower. Your brain is literally being hacked. This habit of non-stop scrolling through bad news is called doomscrolling, and it creates a crazy feedback loop. Our brains are built to look for danger. It's how we survived in the wild. But doomscrolling turns our brain's smoke detector into one that goes off every time someone burns toast in another country. The apps we use are designed to keep feeding you those hits, triggering dopamine that creates a cycle that's almost impossible to break. It's a slot machine that pays you in outrage instead of cash. You know it's bad for you, but it's so hard to look away. Studies prove this cycle skyrockets your stress and anxiety, and it completely destroys your sleep, leaving you mentally and physically exhausted. The secret isn't to fight it with pure force, but to outsmart the loop and choose a different path. And that starts by making the path way less slippery. Before we get to the actual swaps, we have to do one crucial thing: create friction. Right now, your phone is a super fast water slide designed to get you to the most distracting apps in milliseconds. Your muscle memory does all the work. We have to break that pattern by adding a few massive speed bumps. Here are 2 things you can do right now to build your foundation. First, rearrange your apps. Move your biggest time wasters off your home screen and bury them in a folder on the very last page. For bonus points, name the folder something like "Are you sure?" or "The Time Hole." That tiny moment of hesitation is a gate on the water slide. It gives you a split second to decide if you really want to go down it. Second, create a no-phone zone. Pick one place in your home where your phone is absolutely banned. Maybe it's the dinner table, a specific chair, or your entire bedroom. This physical boundary is a sanctuary for your brain, a place where the temptation to scroll doesn't even exist. Now that we've done that, let's get into the swaps. We'll start with how to use your phone for good, not for bad. That urge to grab your phone when you're bored or waiting in line is huge. So instead of fighting it, we're going to redirect it. Habit swap 1. Become a micro-learner. Your brain wants a quick hit of information. Fine. Give it one. But make it something that builds you up, not tears you down. Apps like Duolingo, Khan Academy, or Blinkist are perfect for this. They give you tiny lessons that are fast, fun, and leave you feeling smarter, not stressed. The why. This works because it scratches the exact same itch for something new that doomscrolling does. It's like swapping a bag of greasy chips for a crisp, delicious apple. Both are a quick snack, but one actually helps you and gives you a productive dopamine hit. Your actionable tip. Do this right now. Find your most used social media app and move it. In its place, put a micro-learning app. The next time your muscle memory takes over, you'll open a language lesson instead of an outrage feed. It's that easy. Habit swap 2. Practice active relaxation. We often doom scroll because we're tired and just want to zone out. But the research shows it does the complete opposite. Trying to relax by doom scrolling is like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. It just makes the anxiety blaze bigger. The why apps like Calm or Headspace are the water that actually puts out the flames. A 5-minute guided meditation or a simple breathing exercise can calm your nervous system in a way that scrolling through stressful news never will. It directly fights the anxiety. Your actionable tip. The next time you feel that pull to scroll, I challenge you. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Open a mindfulness app and just focus on your breath. That's it. Notice how you feel before and after. That feeling of calm. That's the new reward you're training your brain to chase. If even one of these digital swaps sounds like a relief, do me a favor and smash that subscribe button. Because what we're talking about next, the offline swaps, is where you truly start to win your life back from the screen. And before we move on, drop a comment below and tell me, which app is your biggest time sink? Let's call them out and see how many of us are in the same boat. Digital tools are great, but the ultimate antidote to a life spent scrolling is a life that's actually more interesting than your phone. This isn't about restriction. It's about building a world around you that's rich, real, and awesome. Habit swap 3. Find a tactile hobby. An hour of scrolling is like eating cotton candy. It feels like something for a second, then it's just nothing. A hands-on tactile hobby is the perfect cure. Think knitting, coloring, painting, working with clay, or even just finishing a jigsaw puzzle. The why. Using your hands in creative, repetitive motions is incredibly meditative. And at the end, you have a real object, a scarf, a drawing, a finished puzzle. It's like baking a cake instead of just looking at pictures of one. It gives you a huge sense of accomplishment that no amount of likes can ever replicate. Your actionable tip: create a boredom box. Put a sketchbook and a pencil, a deck of cards, or a puzzle in a box. Place it in the room where you scroll the most. When the urge to scroll hits, open the box instead. Habit swap 4. Try the 5-minute movement rule. Doom scrolling always happens when we're sitting still. Our bodies are stuck, so our minds start looking for something to do. It's like being a car stuck in mud. Spinning your wheels by scrolling just digs you deeper. The why. Physical activity is like putting a board under the tires. It gives you the traction to get out, fast. A short walk or a few minutes of stretching crushes stress hormones, boosts your mood, and breaks that physical and mental feeling of being stuck. Your actionable tip: I'm issuing the 5-minute movement challenge. The next time you find yourself reaching for your phone to scroll, you have to get up and move for 5 minutes first. Walk, stretch, do a few jumping jacks. More often than not, by the time 5 minutes are up, the urge to scroll will be gone. Habit swap 5. Master analog connection. One of the biggest lies social media tells us is that it's how we connect, but usually it just makes us feel more alone. Getting likes is junk food for our social needs. It's a quick fix, but it's not real nourishment. The why. Meaningful social interaction is a basic human need. It's the home-cooked meal. Spending quality time with people you care about, with no screens in the way, is a million times more fulfilling and kills the loneliness that makes you want to scroll in the first place. Your actionable tip. This week, I challenge you to schedule one fully analog activity. Call a friend on the phone instead of texting. Suggest a board game night instead of another movie night. Put your phones in a different room while you do it, and just see how much better the connection is. Habit swap 6. Start a project notebook. Let's be honest, doom scrolling is just a way to procrastinate. We scroll to avoid the bigger, scarier things in our lives. A compelling goal is the treasure map that shows you the one spot you're genuinely excited to dig up. The why. Having a personal project gives you purpose and direction. It makes scrolling feel like a massive waste of time compared to what you really want to be doing. This could be anything: planning a trip, writing a story, learning to bake, starting a garden. Your actionable tip: get a physical notebook, not an app, and dedicate it to one project. When you're bored and you feel that pull to scroll, open the notebook instead. Brainstorm ideas, make a plan, sketch something. Channel that scattered digital energy into a single, focused, and exciting real-world goal. Breaking the doom scrolling habit isn't about some magic app or suddenly getting superhuman willpower. It's about making a series of small, smart choices every single day. It's about building a life for yourself that is more exciting, more engaging, and more satisfying than anything a glowing screen can ever offer you. You don't have to do all of these at once. Just pick one. Just one habit swap to start. Replace a habit that drains you with one that fills you up. You have the power to control your own attention and, by doing that, control your reality. This isn't about ignoring the world. It's about building the strength and mental space to deal with the world on your terms, without letting it destroy you. Freedom is taking back your time, your focus, and your connection to the awesome, messy real world right in front of you. So, which of these habit swaps are you going to try this week? Let everyone know in the comments below, right now. Sharing your plan is the first, most powerful step to making it real. Thanks for watching, and here's to taking back our time. Quick book recommendation: Stop the Doom Scroll by Alice Wall. Practical, science-backed steps to reclaim your focus. Check the description for details. Final reminder: book Stop the Doom Scroll by Alice Wall. Check the description for details.